I'm thinking a lot of my lawsuit content may be over on locals. We'll see. I'm considering it. And here's the reason. I'm not the biggest fan of just crowdfunding the damn lawsuit, but it's really fucking expensive. So a cool way to do that would be to get people to join locals and check out the lawsuit against me, brought by an absolute fucking moron named Stephen Quest, otherwise known as Montagraph. Very, very fun times to get sued. Didn't you just buy an expensive car? I did, and then I got sued. It was great. It was fucking fun. That's how it goes. You know, getting sued is this fun thing where it happens, and then you have to pay a bunch of money to deal with it. So fun times. Let's talk lawsuit. As you guys may have been following along with the lawsuit or not, I had requested an extension from Montagraph's lawyer back in December, and he just did not respond to me because he didn't respond to me, which is super unprofessional in my opinion, but whatever. That being said, it got to the point where he did not respond and then filed for default judgment. Now, default judgment, if you get it, it means you win the lawsuit. So what I had to do at that point was file my own motion rather than just merely requesting, which you would normally do, an extension. I had to file a motion with the court, have the court order an extension, which they did. They ordered that until today. Today was the Tuesday. Yesterday was the deadline. Now, if you're following along, you will notice that there is no filing for Tuesday. So many people might be concerned about that. And I'm sure someone's going to make a big deal out of it. Let me tell you what happened. Again, if you're following along, I'm no longer in charge of my lawsuit. My lawyer, Marc Randazza, has made his appearance, and he is now fully in charge of the lawsuit, which is great because I don't want to deal with it. It would take a ton of time. It would take a ton of time that I don't have to deal with every aspect of the lawsuit. Plus, apparently Monty's lawyer doesn't want to talk to me anyway, so that makes it a problem. But my lawyer was talking to him, and they actually requested to amend their complaint. Their complaint has lots of problems in it. And since they requested to amend the complaint, my lawyer graciously agreed to allow them to do so, which will further extend the time to respond. Because once they amend their complaint and go ahead and serve that, file it, we'll then have a new 21-day window to respond to that. So for people who are maybe concerned about the lawsuit, I don't know if anybody's concerned about it at all. There's another extension effectively, but it's going to be dependent on when they actually file their amended complaint. Over now, everything's on pause. Also, again, reading that order, the judge had ordered reasonable costs for my late filing of the request for an extension. My lawyer, I guess is maybe as part of the deal for the amendment or whatever, talked them out of pursuing that. So I won't be paying any costs related to that as well. So that's nice. So all in all, the lawsuit's back on the normal sort of track of where it should be. That we're kind of still at at step zero for this thing. And, as soon as things kind of develop, I'll be talking about it more. I could go through the original complaint now, since we're not going to respond to it, since there's going to be an amended one. Probably. I got to check with my lawyer, make sure that there's no problem with that. Because what I was going to do is I was going to wait to go through everything until we had responded. I mean, the original complaint was a disaster, in all honesty. And I really don't think that this lawyer has any idea what they're doing. I don't think they know anything about doing a defamation case, in particular with a decent sized social media presence. That's the lawsuit update for now. I love that guy in chat today. Didn't you just buy a nice car? Yeah. Didn't you know you were going to get sued? No. What a weird. Now, first of all, even if I did know I was about to get sued, why would that preclude me from buying a nice car? Everybody whose GoFundMe's I've helped support, personally given thousands of dollars to, promoted to the tunes of thousands to tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars, I guess that's all. None of that matters because I bought a car or something. Like, what was the idea there? I don't get it. And I haven't even asked anybody to like help yet. I paid the initial retainer. By the way, my initial retainer on this case was I had to personally wire. You don't do a check. I had to personally wire $15,000 to pay the initial parts of this lawsuit. Like, it's just gone. It's 15 grand. Peace. And that's not going to cover much because my lawyer costs a shitload, an absolute ton. A Las Vegas lawyer, actually, not a California lawyer, to the person who asked. He's one of the best First Amendment lawyers in the country, which is why I hired him. I'm not fucking around with a lawsuit. The lawsuit you have, Catnip, you have to do pro se. Yeah. I could have done mine pro se, but it would take too much time. And I'm taking this extremely serious. I mean, this is bullshit. Monty's lawsuit is frivolous and garbage, but that doesn't mean it just goes away. Frivolous garbage lawsuits can cost, tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's great. And everything they've cited me as saying is either true or completely protected, and completely protected opinion. It's both. I also have to pay a local Minnesota lawyer separately for because you have to have local counsel too. Too much, $15K? It's not even close to enough.